Clicking on a video to find out if you're a failed streamer is like clicking on a video to find out if you're ugly. If you're ugly, you already know you're ugly. Stop searching the internet trying to find validation. It all depends on why you started doing this. If you've been streaming for months, for years, to 0 viewers, does that make you a failed streamer? I would argue it depends on what your goal was, right? At least for me, I started this journey because I wanted to make a point. I wanted to get my voice out there. I wanted to give an alternative perspective to some of the other content creators I've been seeing on this platform, primarily YouTube. So one day I started to stream. And at least for me, I would argue and say that if even one person tunes into my stream ever, I've won. I've been able to get at least one person to hear me out, you know? So my goal as a content creator was always just to get my voice out there, get my opinion out there, tell a few stories, crack a few jokes, have fun on the platform. I would be lying to you if I said that I didn't want to get views. I would be lying to you if I said I didn't want to get some money and some clout, but that wasn't the primary goal, right? So I don't need to search the internet for validation. I don't need to search the internet to get confirmation bias. Oh, am I a good streamer? Oh, am I doing this right? What do I need to improve? What do I need to fix? What's next? Is this the right path? Am I good? I don't need to do it. I would say the same thing applies to you. If you've been searching the internet for instructions for confirmation bias, somebody to tell you if you're a good streamer, if you're not, if you're successful, if you're not, if you're fulfilled, if you're not, those are all questions you need to ask yourself. And the truth is that if you're scouring the internet, trying to find the answer to those questions, you're probably in too deep. You're probably doing this for the wrong reasons. So I need you to stop what you're doing, relax, breathe, look around at your environment, and ask yourself that question. Why am I doing this? Why did I start down this journey? Am I fulfilled? Am I meeting my initial expectations? Right? And if those expectations were to get rich and famous, I have bad news for you. You're probably never going to meet that. You're probably never going to reach that goal. But if your expectation, if your goal was to just have a voice, to just meet some cool people, and some not so cool people too, right? I'm not going to lie to you. This whole streaming game, it's not all been roses and flowers. It's not all been sweet. I've met a lot of toxic, horrible people as well, but that's part of the game, right? This is a game. It's a game of endurance. How long can you last before you crack, right? And the truth is, if you start out on your journey hoping for fame and clout, recognition, validation, you're probably going to not last. You're probably going to crack sooner or later. But if you started out just trying to have a voice, coming on here every day, making videos, being myself is easy work. You know, I always tell people this that want to get into streaming. There's two choices, two paths you can go down. You can go down the path where you're just yourself. You're not trying too hard. You're just chilling on stream with your boys, talking shit, having a good laugh, being yourself. Or you can go down the path of being super performative and having a character. I would argue that the easier path is just getting on and being yourself. Because when you're being yourself, it's hard to burn out. It's hard to burn out. How do you burn out from being yourself? Turning on the camera and just being yourself, not trying to be some sort of spectacle, not trying to pretend to be somebody else, not trying to do an extra thing to farm the clip. That's easy. It's easy. Whereas if you want to go down the second route, the route of being performative, the route of trying to clip farm, trying to rage bait, you're going to burn out because you're not being yourself. It's hard to get on every single day and be somebody you're not. But the problem is that a lot of you people, a lot of you guys, you watch somebody like Aiden Ross, you watched a Neon, you watched a Kai Cenat, and you got this crazy idea in your head that this was going to be easy. Oh, it's easy. I just turn on the camera and do whatever. But the truth is you quickly realize that you had no personality, right? I am lucky. I've had life experiences that give me a personality. I'm uniquely qualified to become a streamer because I have stories. I've been places. I've done things. Have you? You might be in over your head. You might be jumping the gun. Why don't, before you start trying to become some sort of famous streamer, go out and live life? Go travel. Start a business. Get a career. Make some money. Get a family. Because to me, I think it's crazy that some 15, 16, 17, 18, 19-year-old who's never even left their mom's basement thinks they're going to turn on a camera and their life is going to be interesting. Your life is boring. You haven't done anything. You have no stories. You have no experience. You're deluded. Wake the fuck up. Wake the fuck up. Come back in 5 years when you have a story to tell. So if you're clicking on this video to find out if you're a failed streamer because you've been doing this for months and nobody follows you, nobody watches you, nobody cares about whatever you're talking about, you're a carbon copy of a IShowSpeed or a Kai Cenat or an Aiden Ross, then maybe this is the video for you, because maybe this is your wake-up call. Maybe this is your wake-up call, that you don't have enough life experience to try and get on camera and talk about something off the cuff that people will be interested in. So now you're searching the internet for validation, but you're not going to find the validation because all of the answers you seek come from within you. Nobody can tell you if you're successful or not. You know, I get people coming into my stream every single day telling me that I'm not successful. Saying, oh, you only have 20 people watching your stream. But what they don't understand is that I already know who I am, right? For the most part. And I already know what my goal and my intention is. I set out on a journey to get a voice. If even one person, I think I already said this in this video, I'm not sure. This is the second take, if I'm being honest. If even one person watches my stream, I'm satisfied. You know, I need to work hard on getting to know what my true intentions are. But the more I think about it, I realize that I am trying to just get a voice. I've said the story before in the past, but I'll repeat it again. I originally started streaming because I would watch other content creators say a bunch of gibberish, a bunch of nonsense, a bunch of shimmy shamble that I didn't agree with. I said, what? I don't agree with what they're saying. And I would look on the internet for alternative voices and I wouldn't find them. So I said to myself, you know what? Maybe I need to be the alternative voice. Do you have something like that that motivates you to do this? Because if you don't, if you're just doing it because you saw your favorite streamer do it and you said, oh, that's cool and he's rich and he's famous and I want to be like him, then that's the wrong motivation. You're not going to be fulfilled. You're just not. People get on me all the time because of the topics that I talk about. They're like, oh, this is boring, or this is not interesting, or this is propaganda, or this or that. But I'm going to talk about the stuff I'm interested in. Honestly, I don't care what you're interested in. I'm interested in what I'm interested in. And if you're interested in what I'm interested in, you're going to tune in. That's all that matters. The problem with a lot of these people who want to be streamers, and I'm assuming if you clicked on this video, this might apply to you as well. The problem is that you're trying to do something to make other people happy. You're beholden, you're prisoner to the chat, you're prisoner to the audience that you're trying to cultivate. You literally have no personality. So you clicking on this video to find out if you're a failed streamer, I think it gives you the answer you're already looking for. If you're looking for that answer out on the internet, if you're looking for somebody to tell you, you've already found the answer. I would say that you have to be a failed one, because why are you looking for this? Why are you searching for somebody to tell you if you failed or not? You should know if you failed or not. Anyways, I had to get that off my chest. Subscribe, turn on notifications. We stream every single day, 6:30 p.m. Eastern. I'll catch you later. Peace.